with playing Cal, especially on the road, Cal defensively has always given us some fits. It doesn't matter like what coaching staff it's been. It's Cal. They've always done this to us, and so to weather that, especially with this type of game after the UCLA one, I mean, it kind of is not a surprise, but at the end of the day, a win is a win on the road, and I mean, we talked about it. I'm not gonna complain about it that much. I'm not gonna sit here and harp on little things like that.
Yeah. Well, and I think the fact that it's 42-24, that's a decisive win. It wasn't like it was close. They hung in there at the first half, really, and we just pulled away and really didn't look back too far. There wasn't a chance for them to come up and really make a difference in this game. No matter what they tried to do, they tried a couple of different things. They even had not on purpose, but they had their secondary quarterback in who they ignited their offense. I mean, they were playing amazingly when their offense got taken over by that secondary quarterback. I forget his name.
Oh, yeah. All I remember is Plummer right now. Unfortunately, I don't know why that guy's blanking on me, too. Milner, I think. Milner.
Yeah.
I think that was his name. Yeah. I mean, at one of those touchdown passes, our corner just fell down. He kind of stumbled and he fell down. The wide receiver was wide open. I mean, it happens. It was kind of garbage time at that point, but I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, oops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, and my brother's actually entered the chat. He's my stats and info guy, by the way. He's my fact checker, so we can check chat for stacks. He says Cal actually the whole year allowed the most was 31 points scored against them, right? Yep, if I read that right. And yeah, there it is. Perfect. Which, I mean, we scored 42. We scored 11 more points than their highest all season, which I think is pretty great. And I can also double check that on the ESPN app as well, just to make sure we got that 100%. But and 30. Yeah, that's absolutely right. That's crazy. So that's a pretty good showing for Oregon offense for sure.
I mean, again, yeah, I'm not going to have any major complaints. I would like to see, the defense stand up a little more in the garbage time. But, I mean, all of our backups, and we're just kind of, like, I mean, even in the fourth quarter, just to end it, we went for it on fourth down. Actually, I think we might have gone for it on fourth down 4 times.
Yeah.
It was definitely 3 or 4 because we went for it in the fourth quarter late just to kind of, like, end the game. Just to not try to give them back the ball. But so I think overall it was kind of what maybe you thought it would be. Maybe not as big of a blowout, maybe as could have been expected. But, I mean, I'm not going to overall complain.
Well, and on that screen, I was looking at the overall first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, who scored what points. Oregon scored in the first quarter 0 points, which is crazy. 21 points in the second quarter. Third quarter, 7 points, and 14 in the fourth quarter. Whereas Cal scored 3 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter, Bubkiss in the third quarter, and 14. So they matched us. Like the most points they scored the entire game was in the fourth quarter. So I agree with that 100%. They really did well in the fourth quarter. They're, I guess, second string versus our, I don't really know, second or third strings. I'm not really sure. I have to assume that's what we had put in at that time.
Yeah, and I mean, they had their backup come in again, and nothing against Jake Plummer. We didn't scout their backup quarterback. So I think, maybe he kind of surprised us a little bit with this and that and some of his playmaking ability. And, I mean, credit to him, but
I mean, his passes were on point. His first touchdown pass they made, that was great. I really didn't expect him. I don't think anybody expected him to play like he did. He almost played better than their starting quarterback when he actually came in to take over. I was impressed with him. He was running the ball. He was passing accurately. It almost felt like we couldn't stop him for a few minutes there. And then, of course, we started getting down to it. But
I think his stat line is probably better than Jake Plummer's.
Yeah, I wish I
I
could
mean,
find that stats and info.